Hey, on. Leah, come here. Hey now, Leah. Leah. In there. There. Get it. Right there. See her? Get her. Howdy, if anybody's there, I'm promoting a basic guitar tutorial channel, Clyde Lampley, 3-chord country. That's a pretty simple version of a song called Simple Man. It takes 3 chords. C, G, and A minor. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm promoting my guitar tutorial channel. Sorry about the noise. I'm here in the Philippines and ain't nothing I can do about it. Noise everywhere. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you look at my channel and consider subscribing. Somebody said howdy. Hey, Millie. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day there or a good evening, depending on where you are. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you just tuned in, I was doing a version of a song called Simple Man. It's 3 chords, very simple song. Very easy to learn strumming pattern. And that's how I play Simple Man, a very easy version. So if you guys haven't subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Postman Pat, I don't know, I might be, thank you, Gary. That's a good point you just brought up. A lot of these songs, guys, have the same chord progressions. And because of the chord progression and playing around the root, they sound melodic. Thank God you can't patent chords. If you could, a lot of us couldn't play at all. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I don't know that song, but I'm more than sure you're correct. Yeah. Thank you for that comment there. You just taught me something, Gary. Thank you. I don't know that Postman Pat, but I'll have to look it up. Anyway, guys, that's what the channel is about. I do basic music stuff, nothing elaborate. I know a few major scales and, A minor pentatonic, that kind of junk. Stuff you need to know kind of just to get around the fretboard, how to find notes and how to make chords that might be complicated a little more simple. That's basically it. That's what I do. I've got about 540 or 50 videos up on my channel now. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, I appreciate you taking a look at it. Or if maybe you're not, maybe just tell somebody you know that might be. I'm trying to, pay my dues and get out there on YouTube. Uh, I'm going to do another lick for you guys. That's Layla. Uh, before someone asked me to play Layla, I never played it in my life. I mean, I loved it. I hear it, but I never played it because of the complexity of the chords. But if you get to it and practice, you can do it. And if you can make a D minor, and a B flat and a C, then you can play that song. And then you got to do pam 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 to a G minor. Pam pam. What is it? E, C, or D? C, D, E. And that's the progression for Layla. Here, Clyde, can't stay on, but thank you for stopping in, Liam. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for saying hi. And have a good day and stay safe there wherever you are, bud. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm hoping I can get some, new folks here that haven't seen my channel. I'm just trying to get out there and promote my channel best I can here with the internet and my current situation. If you guys have any questions or comments, and thank you again, Liam. Stay safe there, buddy. Please ask me, and I'll be glad to try and answer them for you best I can. Anything at all. That's what this is about, so that you guys can meet me or find out who I am and that kind of such, and what I do, and what an old man doing on YouTube trying to, promote a guitar tutorial channel. It's ironic because I follow most of the great guitar tutorials. I follow Steve Stein, Marty Swartz, and those guys. And when I want to learn a song, that's where I go learn it, if I don't already know it. Between the tabs and, tutorials, that's how I pick up what I pick up. And really all I'm doing, guys, is just hopefully passing it on in a different way. Howdy, I can't, OG, it looks like OG. Howdy there, OG, thanks for stopping in. So fellas, if you hadn't subscribed, I hope you'll consider looking at my channel. I need watch time on my channel like a stepchild needs a mama, and that's pretty bad. I'm a relatively new channel. Some of my videos are getting out there and some of them aren't. Now, I don't know if it's because it's the algorithm or because my videos are just bad. I don't know. I'll accept either way. That's probably a part of both. I'm learning how to do videos and hopefully make them better tutorials. How are you from? How you from, Grandpa? You mean where am I from? I am from Alabama originally. That's where I'm from. I'm currently in the Philippines. Right now, I'm currently up in Manila, or past Manila here in Quezon City. Try it underrated, a song. Oh, that's a Q&A thing. I don't really want to do a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, just ask me and I'll answer them for you. Like, where am I from? What am I doing? Where's my teeth? Why am I old pal? I don't care. Whatever it is, I'll answer if I can. In the meantime, I'm going to get back to that. beside me. How are you from? Any guys, y'all have any questions, please ask me, fellas. I appreciate you stopping in, and I would really, appreciate interacting with you. If you got a question, ask me. If you got a song you might want to hear, if I can play it, I'll try to show you the chords. Let me see, here's one. That's Eric Clapton's If I Saw You in Heaven, Teardrops in Heaven, or whatever they call it. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Let's see. Again, guys, that's just basic, simple stuff. That's what I try to teach. Try to make stuff that's hard easier. That's all. Where were you? Where was I born? I was born in America, Liam, in the country. That's why I sound like a redneck. If you're from America, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a country fella. I was born and raised in the country and moved to the city when I was about 6 years old. And yeah. When was I born? I was born back in the 50s. I'm an old man. I'm almost 70. That same song I was doing, somebody brought it up when I was doing Simple Man. C, G, A minor. Somebody brought up, that's the theme also for a song called Pat the Postman or something like that. But it's also so many other songs that you can play with that right there. I just played Dust in the Wind. Yeah, Dust in the Wind is right out of these. C, the A minor. G. All those are the same chords, guys, just different iteration on the playing. Do you remember the day the music died? Yeah. Let's see. American Pie. Bye, bye, Mr. American Pie. Throw my Chevy to the left, but the left was dry. Let's see. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. Yeah. That's a pretty... Did you write the book of love and you believe in God above? Yeah, Don McClay and I think McClendon wrote that song. And it's a pretty complex song as far as the chords. That was the chorus that I just did. But yeah, I thought about doing a tutorial on that. I haven't yet because I haven't totally learned it myself. But I know the chorus, yeah. American Pie. And I think that actually, whoever asked that question, Liam, I think, I can't swear to it, but I think John McClendon, Don wrote that song about the day that John Lennon was assassinated. I don't know that for a fact, but I believe that's the case when he wrote it. He referred to Yokohama, John's widow, and it was a classic song, and it, still is. So yeah, I love that song. I'd like to learn it. In fact, I started learning it, and I just never finished it. But the chorus is D, G, and I think an E7. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was right. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, saying this will be the day that I die. Yeah. Howdy, Lizzie. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have just stopped in, if you don't know who I am, I do basic guitar tutorials. Uh, I ain't nobody special, just an old man. You know, I'm somewhere between the beginner and the ender. I'm not professionally trained. I'm self-taught. So what I do is I learn songs and I try to break them down and I try to pass them on to beginners and old players like myself. The only thing I do any different, I feel like, than most of the other guitar tutorial teachers is I can take time and I feel like I explain it differently. And that's what I do. Was say it was the plane crash, but maybe that was. See there, look at that. Thank you, Liam. You helping me out. The Big Bopper. See, wow. Okay, you know your history. Now, that's interesting. Thank you. Buddy Holly, yeah, when it was wrote about, I believe. You could be right, guys. Thank you. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just going off of memory. I ain't done no research on that. It's just when I saw the song, I believed, for some reason, I believed it was about John Lennon. It could be probably about Buddy Holly. I didn't even know he was married. It talks about his widow in the song. But yeah, I remember Buddy Holly and Ricky Valance when that occurred. I mean, I was alive during that period. So yeah, guys, I've been through a lot of history and music just because, God allowed me to live that long, basically. But anyhow, hi, Jeffrey. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, wish you consider looking at my videos and seeing if there's any of them you want to learn. And if there is, consider subscribing. Or if you're not interested, maybe tell somebody you know. Basic stuff. The day the music died. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That one, the chorus, guys, I can show you the way I play the chorus. D, G, and A. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was right. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, saying, this will be the day that I die. I think it's an E7. Yeah. Any other comments or questions, fellas? Please ask me because I need your input and I need your interaction here on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. I think the guitar sounds good. It's a Yamaha. I just bought it, actually. I bought it here in the Philippines, here, so I could try to continue to do tutorials. I didn't bring one on the plane. I've got 3 or 4 guitars back in Mindanao, but I bought this one so I'd have a guitar here, and I love Yamahas anyway. Any artist living, okay, that's the Q&A thing. YouTube keeps asking me to do a Q&A, but guys, I'm not here to do that for YouTube. I'm here to interact with y'all. Any questions you have, ask me. Any topics, okay. I'll be glad to answer it if I can. And if I can't, I'll tell you I can't. I'll try to refer you to somebody that can, especially if it relates to music. So, if you have any questions, put them out there for me. I'm going to do some country music just because I feel like doing it. I don't know if any of you guys know Alan Jackson. Let's see. Well, let's see. Cowboys don't die. Let's see. Cowboys don't cry, and heroes don't die. Good guys again and again. Here in the real world, not that easy at all. When the heart is broken, it's real tears that fall. And darling, it's sad but true. The one thing I have learned from you, boy, don't always get the girl. I don't know. Let me see. Walk away and leave with my blessings. But life will be so empty without you. If we never meet again before my life is over, I'll leave this world loving you. You were mine for a while, and I'm thankful. Oh, but life will be so empty without you. That's Ricky Van Shelton, guys. Some of you guys are not old enough to know that, I imagine. I can almost see that bobber dancing. Yeah. How is the cost of living and your Social Security? Can you be? It depends on how you want to live, guys. Yes, you can. Uh, Everything is relative. You know, your lifestyle has a lot to do with it. For instance, I could not live here in this city on my Social Security because of the cost. I mean, things are a lot higher in the city. Uh, Guys, y'all take a look at where I'm at. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you something. Y'all see this? This ain't what you call an elite, you know, arrangement. Yeah, I'm down in a borough here. If you can handle that kind of life, you know, this kind of thing, then you can get by. But if you wanted a condo here, you know, a nice condo in Manila or it depends, and it's all relative, guys, as far as the cost of living. I wind turbine during a tornado. The turbine fell over with me, and the tornado picked up the turbine, and I carried the 10 miles. Wow. Wow. I imagine you do see and hear things. Wow. Anyway, fellas, the cost of living is commensurate or relative to your lifestyle. Yes. Short answer is yes. You just have to evaluate your lifestyle and your resources and, you know, do it accordingly. Yeah. Any other questions about, you know, living over here? I'll be glad to answer that too. I can almost see the bobber dance. Let me see, something about bobber and dancing. Well, you get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, babe. You get a line and I get a pole, and we go down to across that hole, honey, baby mine. Merle, okay. Well, the day I start loving you again, I'm right back where I really would be. I got over it long enough to let my poor heart mend. And today I start loving you again. Or sometimes I think about leaving, doing a little bumming around. But I keep on working. Long as my two hands fit to use. I think a little bit of that. Think a little bit of them working man blues. Something like that, guys. A lot of iterations on that working man blues, by the way. Easiest way is to put a capo up on the third or fourth fret and play with E, A, and B7, and you can get that bow, bow, bow. That's one way. There are many variations of that song. Blue Bayou, let's see. Coming back one day, come what may, the Blue Bayou. With fishing boats and the sail. Yeah, guys, it don't matter what it is. If you learn the chord progressions, you can play it Merle. It doesn't matter. Now I play a lot of Merle stuff in D, but a lot of other tabs will show it in E, A, and B7 with a capo usually. Silver Wings is one of them. Let's see, Silver Wings, fading in the sunlight. Oh, let's see, fading somewhere in the night. Really taking you away, leaving me alone. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Now that's also played with the capo differently. A lot of different iterations, guys, of how to play a song. Merle with a bamboo cane stuck in the sand. I don't know. Oh, the hag, Merle with a bamboo cane stuck in the sand. Ain't that something? Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's Merle Haggard or where it's Elton John. It doesn't matter. If you learn the chord progressions, you can play it. And that's what I try to emphasize on my channel. Learn the chord progression. The most recent video I did was by a group called Heartland. Now, unless you're a father and you ever had to give away your daughter at a wedding, to some other yahoo, then you won't be able to relate to it. But it's about a father giving away his daughter at a wedding. And here are the chords for that. I'll show you the chords. D, B minor, to a G, to a G over, to an E, to an A. Look at the two of them dancing like there's no one else in the world. I love the first, just so you know. Da da da, bum, bum, bum. And I love the first. Yeah. Okay, guys, any questions? I'm giving you the whole song, but the road I'm on don't seem to go there. Uh, Beast and bowl stuck in the sand. I don't know. I ain't never played it the whole way through. I don't reckon. But thank you. Uh, Thank you for that. So, guys, if you have any questions or any comments, like this young man here, I appreciate it. Somebody asked me the other night, did I know anything by this guy named, what's his name? When I hear his name, to me, it just don't sound like a guitar player, but it is. Ed Sheeran. Okay, I've never really heard of Ed Sheeran, uh, his name anyway. But a lot of his songs seem to be popular, so I learned one of his songs. Some of the guys put the chords down here in the comments, and I looked at them, and now I can play it. It's called, what is it? I found the love so perfect. Don't wanna give you up. Oh no. Ed Sheeran. And I've never played that before, guys. So learning chord progressions is what's important. Back on. Hey, Henry, thank you for coming back on. Uh, I'm going to do a little Merle because everybody keeps hollering Merle. Well, the warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his bed. I stood up, say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden as he passed my cell, let us get talk, pray prelude to my request. He said, sing me back home with a song I used to know. Let my old memory DG&A, guys, that's my version of Merle Haggard. Yeah. Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter what the song is. If you learn the chords, then you can play it. Now, as far as singing, that's a whole nother thing, fellas. You know, uh, if you and most anybody can sing, I'm gonna tell you that. Even those of us that think we can't, we can. All you gotta do is find your key. You know, and finding your key is something very important when you're playing guitar. Because a lot of times that stops fellas from playing. You know, you'll find a song you want to play and you'll see it in a key that's just way too high for you. I appreciate that. I really do, Nate. I don't think I'm that good, but I appreciate it. Hopefully I can do enough to make the chords for you. If you learn how to make the basic chords, guys, that's all I'm trying to emphasize here. Ed Sheeran and opera guy, you two, you'll be made. I may do that. Yeah, opera guy. I'll check it out because I've never heard it. And that's what I try to emphasize, guys. Be open to all kinds of music. You know, y'all can hear me talk. I'm a country fella. I grew up on Merle Haggard, Hank Williams, and guys y'all probably ain't never heard of. Uh, but just because I'm country doesn't mean I can't learn other music. And that's what I want to emphasize here. Learn chords because an A chord in country and western is the same A chord used in rock and roll. Where am I from? I'm from Alabama originally. What? 65? Wow. Wow. Well, congratulations and thank you for coming into the channel. Uh, you're the guy I'm looking for. You and the beginners. Y'all are the ones I want to encourage to keep trying to play. Guys, I'm almost 70. I'm 69. I'll be 70 in April. Uh, and arthritis is a problem for older players. I mean, it just comes with age. Uh, you might as well have arthritis if you're a new player because you don't have muscle memory built. So those are the folks I'm trying to focus on here. You guitar players don't need me for anything. Y'all know what you're doing. But the beginners and the older players that may have a little difficulty, that's who I'm here for. And I want to encourage you guys to keep playing. That's all I'm about, really. 11. Wow. 11. My God, I got socks 11 years old. Welcome back, Yassie. And again, guys, thank you for your comments and your interaction. I very much appreciate it. Remember me, Yassie. Oh my God, hang on, guys. I got a visitor. Look, oi. Careful, careful. Oi. Look, turn around. Look, say hi. Look, say hello. Yeah, whoa, careful. What? Neighbors over here just walk in. Yeah, no, they just walk in when they want. Come here. I have to watch out for the baby, guys. Oh, excuse me a minute. Careful, I'm being careful. All right, bye-bye. 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 Okay, I think she's gone. Yeah, she's cute, but she walks in all the houses over here. It don't matter whose house it is, she just goes in it. So she's, everybody in the neighborhood just has to watch out for her because we don't want to get hurt. Here's how they cook over here, fellas. Y'all see that? That's a propane tank. And a lot of times it's hot, so I have to be careful about children coming in the house. Hey! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Watch her. I don't know where she's going. There she goes. See her? She's going down. Ain't no telling where she's going. Anyway, fellas, y'all have any questions about music or comments, ask. As I am youngest from Indonesia. Hello, Indonesia. My goodness, you have to be careful. And my prayers for you guys. Typhoons are terrible over here. Hello, it looks like Kaharza. I can't even say that, but howdy. And thank you guys for stopping in. If this is y'all's first time, I'm an old man, teaches guitar for basic beginners and older players. That's really all this is about. Nothing fantastic, just try to help you guys that want to learn to play and encourage you not to give up. And that's all I do. I got about 500 something videos up on my channel. If y'all haven't subscribed, I wish you consider looking at it. And that's really all this is about. If you have any questions or comments, I appreciate them, and I'll be glad to try and answer them for you if I can. Wish you were here. Yeah, Pink Floyd. Da-da-da. Hey, if you know the chords, if any of you guys know the chords to Wish You Were Here, what he just asked for, if y'all drop them down in the comments, I'll show you just how easy it is to play anything if you know the chord progression. Now, look, fellas, I got a thing of salt here for my phone prop. I ain't got no fancy stuff around here. I can't even look up my chords while I'm talking to you guys. But if y'all know the chords, put them down there and I'll play it. How about 7 years old? 7 years old? Wow. What is 7 years old? Who is 7 years old? I'm going to do a song for you guys that y'all probably ain't heard. Chris Christopherson. She would meet me in the morning on my way down to the river, waiting patient by the China berry tree. Every morning we go walking from the pathway to the levee, with her little blue jeans rolled up to her knee. I would pay her no attention as she tagged along beside me, doing little things the way her mama did. But I couldn't help from smiling when I'd hear somebody say, look at yonder, there goes Jody and the kid. 3 chords, guys, D, G, and A. I appreciate that, Yasty. Thank you so much. Guys, if y'all learn 3 chords, y'all can play just about, hundreds and hundreds of songs. If you learn a minor to go with it, you can play more than that. And the main thing you want to do is find a key that, near where you can sing comfortably if you like singing. But everybody that plays guitar doesn't sing. Everybody that sings doesn't play guitar. So if you want to put those two together, it's going to take a little work to get, find your range and practice your chords. But you can do this. Yeah. Now, let me see. I'll try something else just to show you guys. Now, this is an old song that's older than I am, probably. I wish I knew I could be with 3 chords and a store had to pick Red River Valley every day. Hated it. I wanted to play Paul Revere, Johnny Rivers, yeah. Well, the truth of it is, if you hung around there long enough, you could play Paul Revere and Johnny Rivers with 3 chords. I'm trying to think of one that Paul Revere and the Raiders done. I actually saw them on, there was a show, Paul, when they came over to America. It was, I think Dick Clark hosted the show with some kind of beach song. About the time the Beach Boys were out, and right before the Beatles, and let's see. Well, I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Well, what's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I need the sunshine, I got rain. What is that? Then I saw her face. I don't know if that's the right chord or not. It sounds good to me. Now I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. 3 chords, guys. Yeah, the Monkees, you're right. Yeah, the Monkees, you're right. And guess what, guys? I don't know if it was the Monkees or what group, but that song I just did, I think Neil Diamond wrote that, and the Monkees didn't want to record it because they thought it was corny. Or Paul Revere. It was one of those two groups. Don't give me the line here. But that was the song Neil Diamond wrote when he was on Tin Pan Alley, still writing songs when he was first starting out. Guys, if y'all have any other questions or comments, please put them in here. I really appreciate your input, and it means a lot to me. And that's what I hope this is about, helping each other learn more about music, even this stuff like this. Paul Revere and the Raiders and the Monkees. Yeah, that, hey, hey, with the monkeys, we can beat everybody around. And now, I play House of the Rising Sun all the time, but I can't remember for my life who wrote it. If I wanted to play that on a YouTube video, I'd have to go look it up so I could give credits to the author. Any other questions or comments, fellas, please ask them or you know, because I need your input. That's what I'm here for. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. Only me to blame. Mama tried. Mama tried to teach me better, but her teachings I denied. Only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Animals, yeah, the Animals, yeah. Yeah, the Animals. Yeah, I remember that group vaguely. Let's see. Any comments or questions, fellas? Put them out there for me. If you have a song you would like to try, I'll try to play it for you. I may or may not know it. If you know the chord progression, you drop it down there, and I'm pretty sure I can play it. They did ours. Okay, the Animals. Great, thank you. Okay, now see, now I won't have to go look that up. Hopefully, I can remember that. The Animals did House of the Rising Sun. Glenn Campbell, guys, I'll tell you who another one. I love Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell, in my mind, was one of the greatest guitarists of our time and singers. Just a gifted man. He did so many beautiful songs. Galveston, just any of them, guys. But anyhow, the Beatles. Now the Beatles did a lot of the songs, and the Beatles chords were like this: E, A, E7, and B7, and those were a lot of those songs like "Wish he was just 17." You know what I mean. Before too long, I fell in love with her. Now I'll never dance with another. Ooh, I saw her standing there. We'll win my cross and blue. Oh, and blue. Hello. Hey. What? Yeah. Leah. Huh? Okay now? Okay now. I've got a visitor again, fellas. Huh? Hi. Say hi. Hello. Say bye-bye. Wait, Leah, come here. Leah. Leah, Armpit, come here. Nah. Nah. Leah, come here. Yeah, bye-bye. Whee, Lord. Okay. Bye-bye. 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 Hello, bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah. What? They did Houses of Rising Sun. Okay, fellas, if y'all have any questions or comments, please put them down there because I'm kind of tied up with a kid right this moment. I want to make sure she doesn't get hurt. It's just part of being a grandpa, I reckon. I have to look out for young'uns and that kind of thing. Where you going? Huh? Leah? Leah? She's cleaning the floor with a rag. Hey, come on now. Oh, my Lord. Leah, come here. Leah. 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 All right now? Okay. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, no. Yeah, bye-bye, yeah. Oh, my Lord. Bye-bye. All right. Wow. Let's see what the question says. Glenn was part of the wrecking crew, and if you needed a guitar player, Glenn is the close of the best. Hey, buddy, play some old country. Yeah, I will. Give me a second here. Dwight Yoakam, yeah. David Allen Coe, yeah. My little visitor's gone. All right. Is this old enough for you? Step right up. Come on in. You wanna take the grand tour of an empty house used to be my home. Over there at the sitting chair where she used to frame my paper, sit down on my knee, whisper, oh, I love you. But now she's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same. Out to love once knew. Okay, that's George Jones. Let me see if I can play anything older than that. Or how about Dwight Yoakam? Guitars, Cadillacs, and hillbilly music on the thing keeps me hanging on. Guitars and Cadillacs and hillbilly music, lonely street I call home. My cousins are the Glasser brothers. They all gone now. I'm sorry to hear that, Uber. I don't know the Glasser brothers, but I'm just sorry to hear for your loss. Anyway, fellas, old country. Uh, Old country, guys. It doesn't matter what it is. Uh, those same chords that I just played George Jones with, I can play. What is this by the Police? Y'all know the Police? Well, almost. I'm going to use F sharp minor in there, or F minor, F sharp minor. Every breath you take, every move you make, every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. D, F sharp, E and A. Lee Green one. If tomorrow all the things are gone I've worked for all my life, gladly start all over with my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Way on up there. Tom Paul and the Glasser Brothers. You don't know. No, sir, I don't. If you put one of their songs down there, I might recognize the song. Uh, any other requests or comments, guys? I hope that I've done enough to show you fellas if you can learn some chords, you can play pretty much anything you want. And it ain't that complicated. I mean, most of these songs I ain't been using but 3 chords and maybe 1 minor. Trying to think of another one. Put another log on the fire. Listen. Excuse me. Somebody's calling old folks. Okay. Walang kasabog, just a minute. Angala. Angala?
Lisa, Jenser.
I'm sorry. Can I read the name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Right there.
Dito.
Yeah, green right there. See there? Stored. Right there. Okay. Tom, put another log on the fire. We'll pour me another cup of coffee. 'Cause it's the best in the land. Put another quarter in the jukebox. I'll play the truck driving man. Cook me up bacon and some beans. We'll put another log on fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. I don't know it, but I know those 3 chords, D, G, and A. You know them chords, you can play songs, guys. That's my point. The same chords that I'm using for his little rendition of Put Another Log on the Fire is the one, Pour Me Another Cup of Coffee, Truck Driving Man. I don't remember who done it, but it was a big song back in the day. Hi, hi, Guild. It looks like Guild, best I can see, Gid. Anyway, howdy. Thank you for stopping in. Fellas, if you're recently here, I'm promoting a basic guitar tutorial channel that I do. Nothing elaborate, I just teach basic chords like C, F, and G7 cowboy chords and help older players and beginners. And that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any questions, please ask them while you're here, because I don't want to waste your time. Uh, I do a basic music tutorial channel, nothing elaborate, very simple. I try to make it music simple. Uh, I'm not a professionally trained teacher. I'm self-taught, and I just try to make it easier for older players and beginners to learn to play stuff. And that's really all I do. Then you guys ever heard of Lauren Bateman? I follow Lauren Bateman. She focuses specifically on older players and beginners. Um, great instructor. Uh, but I think I can do, my own version of her, her teaching, and maybe hopefully explain a little better or different. So if you have any questions or comments, guys, please ask me. I don't, I'm not sure what's going on out here. I don't know if they're killing the cat or the cat's killing the dog. Oh, okay. Fellas, any questions, please ask me. I mean, I appreciate y'all being here, and I don't want to waste your time. Play, cat. Okay. I think that's DGNA. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. How about you got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. The Coward of the County, I don't remember all the chord progression changes, but that DG and A is what they use for the gambler, or E, A, and D, depending on how you play it. Son, I made a lifetime off of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards are by the way they hold their eyes. You don't mind me saying, Fade to Black. Now, is that the one by the Rolling Stones you talking about, Fade to Black? That's G and an E minor, and that's a fast song. A minor, C, G, E minor. Oh, wait a minute. A minor. Now, a Fade to Black, I believe, is about 169 beats a minute. That's a fast song. And that's a good song to start trying to practice on making your chords like, y'all see this? Instead of your traditional A or A minor, make it with these three fingers and practice that, or an A with those three fingers, or an E like this. This will help you with your barring, because your bar finger is free once you do that. Yeah. Corduroy. Yeah, and thank you for that example of Fade to Black, A minor, C, G, E minor. That's a very beautiful, it's a fast-paced song. Very fast-paced. Boy with who, yeah. Just learn that. Corduroy, yes sir, like that. I may try to learn that. Fade to black. In fact, I'll probably do a tutorial on it now that you showed me once I get it under my fingers. Uh, a tip, guys, for those of you that are beginner guitarists, learn how to make your chords with these fingers instead of like most of us learn with a pointer finger. If you learn to use these three fingers here, you will free up your bar and you will make barring 10 times easier. I believe this with all my heart. Anyhow, thank you for that. So, any other comments or questions? And thank you, guitarists there, for hanging in. I appreciate your support here. Thank you so much. It sounds like we got a couple of them in here. No, I bought a new guitar. This is a brand new Yamaha. I bought a new guitar in Manila. I haven't replaced any strings. No, this is not the Taylor. The Taylor's, this is a Yamaha. Taylor's still got a broke string down there in Mindanao. I haven't replaced it. Okay, and I want to talk to you about that F major. Hey, bud, I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing all right there, Cletus. Stay warm. Here's how you get around that F. Look, this F chord, guys, is booger for most beginners. Now, the way, most tabs show it is like this. Okay, but that's a hard way to do it. So here's what I would suggest. Grab these two strings right here on the bottom, just like this. Now that's actually an F over A, to be honest with you, as far as exact chording. Or this is an F7, but grab those two strings on the bottom like this. Practice that. Grab these two strings right there, and then this one and this one. There's your F. And it's F over A to be exact. And this is the other version of the F. Same thing. Or I'm gonna tell you this, if you have difficulty with all that, just play one note right here. Because once you hit that, that's an F note. Don't sweat yourself over this. If you can't make the whole chord, hit that note. That's an F note. Well, I hope so. Oscar. I hope it helps. That's what I try to do, guys. Just simple stuff. Nothing nothing elaborate, nothing complicated. If you want advanced music theory, you're going to need to go somewhere else. I do basic, very basic, rudimentary stuff to get you where you need to go so you can maybe, advance. All right, thank you for that question, and I appreciate that. Any other questions, guys, please ask them. I'll do my best to explain it. And some of you guitarists in here, y'all help out, okay? If I can't teach or I can't show them, you show them. Hopefully, I want to make this a forum for learning. That's what it is. It's about us as a group making progress and helping beginners and, those that need help. That's really all it's about. Any other questions or comments, fellas, y'all ask me and I'll try to answer them for you. It's hot as a hang over here, Cletus. It's hot. They don't have no winter, son. It's just hot and hotter. You see what I'm wearing? Everybody over here wears these. I don't even have them. I think I got one shirt left with sleeves in it. I don't know. Hot. Do you tune your guitar by ear? No, I use the tuner. Uh, Bry, I use the tuner because my ear is not that great. I want to think I've got a good ear, but I don't, especially on the bottom E string. I usually, when I try to tune it by ear, I end up playing around D flat or something. So I use a tuner. I just get an app on my phone, and half time I won't even worry about it because when I'm playing, by myself, which is all I do, uh, when it drops that E string, it drops down to about a D anyway. So it's more like drop D tuning. But no, I use the tuner. I would suggest strongly that you use the tuner if you want to get perfect pitch. And what you should do is after every time you play or every time you get ready to play, you should tune up your guitar. Now, I don't always do it because I rely on my ear. And I hit a G chord. That G chord sounds all right to me. I think I'm in tune. But if I go hit a tuner and put it on this E, I'll find that E's about a half step out of tune. Yeah, it's good to use the tuner. Nothing wrong with using a tuner. Uh, you've got to have that pitch. Uh, Now I can hear a chord and tell if it's off. I can hear a minor, I can hear a major, and I can tell which one's which. But developing your ear is a hard thing. And what I would suggest for that, if you're interested in it, pick a note, like here on this C chord. This is a C, and this is a C. Try to hit that pitch. That's an octave higher. Just practice that. It'll help you with your vocals when you're trying to sing. And it'll also help you with your ear training. Anyhow, but don't worry about it if you ain't got the perfect pitch. Ain't too many of us do. Yeah, that's what tuners made for, use them. When I first started out, we used a little pitch pipe. It had four notes on it. Yeah, four of them, I think it was. Pitch pipe. It was called a pitch pipe. Any questions, fellas, or comments? I'm going to show y'all a lick since you ain't got none. No questions. I'm going to show this. This is the little thing I play. Now, I don't know what that is. I just like the way it sounds. Yeah, I had one years ago. Yeah, a pitch pipe. Yeah, those old pitch pipes. You know what I'm talking about then. Fellas, please, any questions, ask. Yeah, it's all right. You couldn't. It's just, use a tuner, guys. Today, we ain't got to stress that stuff. You can buy tuners to clip on the up here on your guitar. I see them now with picks. I wouldn't buy one myself that have a pitch. You can hit the spring and you'll see on your pick, it says it's in tune. Just get an app on your phone. Yeah. I use Guitar Tuner or something. It's one that I can use without buying. Yep, that's right. So, any other questions or comments, fellas? Any other suggestions that you might have for songs you might want to see a tutorial on? I've got one, Fade to Black. I may have to try to do that. That's a booger, but I'm gonna try to do it. My amp has a built-in tuner. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And now, amplifiers and these newfangled guitars. In fact, a lot of these acoustics have tuners built in them. The one I have down in Mindanao, I believe it's got a tuner built in it. I don't keep batteries around, so I don't use it. But yeah, tuning your guitar is a no-brainer these days with so many apps out there and ways to do it. Yeah. Okay, I got to do this one because everybody asked about it. It's Hotel California, guys. Da 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 da. Yeah. Guitar sound okay, fellas? Y'all give me some feedback on how it sounds. I'd like to know that I made a good investment in this Yamaha. Good, as long as it sounds good. That's close enough. We ain't trying to be expert here. Unless you got a recording contract, don't worry about it. The music's supposed to be fun. Uh, and that's why I just want to encourage you guys to have fun with your learning and don't make it a chore. Make it something you enjoy doing. That's all. Because you'll do a lot more. You'll make a lot more progress if you're doing something you enjoy versus something you feel like is a chore. Uh, a tip that I would suggest for beginners, as far as an exercise, is a classic everybody does, is spider walk. Practice that, guys. Just developing dexterity in your fingers. Any questions or comments, fellas? If y'all have any other suggestions as far as practice exercises, put it down here so that some of us, like me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't know. Somebody asked me to play Blackbird the other day. And that's a song most every beginner learns. I don't know it. Know something like this with some ding ding. I don't like it that much, so I never bothered learning it. Let's see. I'm gonna do another George Jones song. He said, I'll love you till I die. Told him you'll forget time. as the years went rolling by. She still played on his mind. Found the picture dated 1960. He had underlined in red, or note, or letter, every single line, I love you. He stopped loving her today. Placed a wreath on his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Hello, Peru. Wow. Thank you, Peru. Cheers. Thank you for stopping in. Any of you guys that are just stopping in, I'm trying to promote my channel. I do basic guitar tutorials for older players and beginners. Don't cost nothing to subscribe. You get your money back if you don't like it. Real easy to refund nothing, yeah? I just do basic music stuff, guys. Basic chords, cowboy chords, some scales, A minor pentatonic, your basic C major scale, your diatonic scale. You got to learn if you're going to learn the notes. Hi, from Argentina. I love country music. Wow. What's the chords for? What's the chords? The chords for Dave. Chords for what? The song that I was just playing? Dave, is that what you're... what's the chords? If you're talking about the George Jones song I was playing, that's D, G, and A. Here, I'll show you. Now, this is my version, okay? Leonard Skinner. Sweet, okay, Leonard Skinner, you're talking about Simple Man? C, G, A minor. Yeah, that's it. C, G, and A minor. Now, there's a lot you can do picking. I just do the C, G, and A minor to it. I mean, I just strum it. As far as the picking lick, 0, 2, 3, back to 3, 2, back to your G on the 3rd fret, and down to your A minor. That's the way I do it. There are a lot of iterations of that, guys. Just anything will sound good. It may not sound like the exact recording, but play around the root of the chord. In Leonard Skinner, Simple Man is classic. Well, okay. That's the only one I know by Leonard Skinner. What's another one he did? Is it Sweet Home Alabama? Who did Sweet Home Alabama? That's Alabama, yeah. That's probably the only one I know, Simple Man. Because I really don't play a lot of Leonard Skinner. If it ain't Merle Haggard or if it ain't down there in one of them dives, Freebird. Okay, now here's how I do Freebird. E, G, A. Now I don't know if there's another chord, but I'll show you my version. If I leave here tomorrow, That's all 3 chords I know for Freebird. Yeah, yeah. E, G, and A. Yeah. Same ones for Smoke on the Water. Just a different iteration on the chords. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and you're very welcome. I hope it was close to what it's supposed to sound like. Guys, I just try to emphasize learning chords. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I wish you consider it. And you guitar players, y'all really don't need me, but I appreciate your support on my channel. Because I have a lot of good guitarists on my channel that give me input. And hopefully, we can help one another. I really appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate it, Brian. Thank you. Uh, Hopefully you'll find a song up there you want to learn. Uh, and hopefully I'll get better at making these videos eventually. Uh, I, I'm not a professional. I don't know. I barely know how to use CapCut, guys. It took me a while to figure out how to get on YouTube. I mean, I'm almost 70. We didn't have any of this stuff when I was coming up. So all this has been new to me. And I'm about 5.5 months now on my channel, close to 6. And even though I started my channel, my daughter started a channel for me back several years ago because she put a video up that I was singing. But I just started actively using my YouTube channel 6 months ago. I appreciate it, Brian, because honestly, Bells, I mean, if y'all want to, somebody just to play songs for you and show you how good they are, I'm not that fella. I want to show you how to make yourself better. That's all. I want to help you get better with your basic chords. And because when I help you, it helps me. It helps me with my watch time. It helps reinforce in my old noggin what I'm doing, repetition. So it's a win-win for me by helping you guys. It helps me to help you. Daughter's a smart halo. Girls. Floyd. What about girls? Now, when you say girls, I think about Cyndi Lauper. Girls, just want to have fun. I don't know the chords, but we could play it. If you guys know any Hank Williams, I'm going to play an old Hank Williams song. Where are you at? I'm in the Philippines, and it's daylight here. We're on the other side of the equator, or the international time zone. Can I play something from Shania? Yeah, I did a Shania Twain song. I'm gonna be a heartache. What is it? The one she did? I got a Shania Twain thing on my channel. What was it? You're still the one or something. Well, we've been together since way back when, and I want you now. You're still the one that makes me do. I got something on the channel by Shania Twain. Yeah. My daughter, can you play something from Shania Twain? My daughter is a smart grip. I don't know if you're referring to my daughter. If you are referring to my daughter, yeah, she is a smart grip. I consider myself a beginner and mostly trying to learn hard rock, but open to all kinds. That's a great thing to be, Brian. Be open. Uh, if you're into hard rock, though, I would tell you just to start working on your power chords. You know, really power chords is, and those are two, you know. Yeah. Like slow ride, that's a power chord I'm using. Work on power chords if you like rock and roll, you know. I use power chords a lot because sometimes it's hard to, this B flat. If you can't make that B flat, I just, you know, use the power chords. Have you always lived in? No, I'm from Alabama. I moved from Alabama, guys. I'm a redneck from Alabama. Mobile, Alabama, to be exact. Right down there between Florida and Mississippi, Louisiana. I lived in Alabama and I retired over here. I've been over here about 4 years now. Any other questions or comments, fellas? Please ask them and I'll answer them for you. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. It helps me develop watch time, hopefully. I need it pretty bad. Okay, here's another example of just changing chord progressions and iteration. That's a C, that's an A minor, that's an F, and that's a G. Amarillo by morning, on my way to San Antonio. Okay, now I'm gonna do that again. Amarillo by morning, on my way to San Antonio. Only thing that I got, just what I got on. Ain't got a dime. I forgot the chord there. But that right there. Now, if I take that same C, A minor, F, and G, watch this. Heart and soul. Da, 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 or change it again. Well, we were out on a date in my daddy's car. Hadn't driven very far. Squeaking tires and the busting glass and the painful sound I heard last. Well, where can my baby be? Boy, took her away from me. Gone to heaven, so I never keep good. See my baby when I leave it. All right. Yeah, guys, it's just learning the pattern of the chord. And that's what if you ask me to play a song, I probably don't know all the words, but if I know the chord progression, that's what I focus on, you know. Doesn't mean the words aren't important, they are. But if you're a guitarist and you want to play guitar, you want to focus on the chord structure and the progression. And that's what I try to do, guys. I try to encourage you guys to learn your chords, basic progressions, and that kind of thing. And if you have any questions, I appreciate it if you'd ask them while you're here because I appreciate your time. And I want to hopefully let you guys meet me and find out who I am. And some level of whatever level of competency I have with my guitar, you've probably about seen it now. So, you know, can you strum and hum? Yeah, that's about all I do. Guys, I pick around the root of the chord. I mostly strum. I'm going to take that same progression we used a while ago. And I will always love you. I can't get up that high. If it brings you happiness, wish you both the best. Something like that. Yeah. Strum and hum. I'm gonna do Guitar Man. That's the one that got me most views I ever got on YouTube. So I'm gonna show you that. Well, I quit my job at the car wash. I'll make a goodbye note. Head on down to Kingston with the guitar on my coat. Off my pickup and set 'em on fire. I said, no, son, I can't hire no guitar man. Pick it, son. Wish you the best. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Guys, if y'all have any comments or questions, please ask them. And thank you for your time. It means a lot to me that you stopped in. And I hope you guys will consider subscribing or maybe telling some of your friends about my channel. And if you have any requests or anything, put them on my channel, guys, and I'll try to play them. Most of the songs I do are ones that people on my channel have asked me to try to play. So that's what I do. And I thank you so much for your time. And I want to wish you all the best. And until next time, fellas, peace out.